Hey everyone, it's Julian, and today we are here to talk about the first balance patch in Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. There's a lot of stuff to break down here. I'm going to give my opinions, sort of unfiltered opinions, right? So it's going to be mostly negative. If you're not here for that, that's okay. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of discussion I think we need to have. Probably a follow-up to the last video, the State of the Game video, but yeah. So I haven't done a video in a little bit, and that's because I'm actually in the process of moving. We are moving to Chicago this weekend. So once I am there and settled and got my computer and internet running, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, a lot more streams, because I'll have a lot of time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I will say I'm not sure if we're going to, what game we're going to do, what we're going to do, but we'll definitely be here for sure. So hope you guys check that out. But let's get on to the buffs. No nerfs for Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. So they buffed 4 cards. Liu Feng, they buffed her to a 3-drop 3/3. Liam, they buffed him to a 9-drop 7/7 from a 10-drop 8/8. Puppet Cat, they made him, instead of a 2-drop 2/2, they made him a 1-drop 1/1 with Rush now. And then Zwei got the Evolve effect to summon and enhance Puppet, which of course is the 3/3. So as we can see, they buffed 3 cards from Puppets, and you guys know Puppets is one of my favorite archetypes in this game. And then they buffed Liu Feng, a dragon card. Let's break down Liu Feng first. So Liu Feng, this change does nothing. This dragon is still really bad. This change only affects Dragon's high roll. So there's a lot of scenarios people are like, oh, if you go double Liu Feng on your first overflow turn, will that happen like ever? Like, yes, it'll happen sometimes, but that doesn't make this card very good. I do like this card though, that you can tempo it out now, like going first. Well, no, because going first it's still pretty bad because you have to wait 2 turns for it to evolve. But it's at least like a fully statted 3-drop now instead of like a really low statted 4-drop, and you can play it on tempo. But again, if you give it up for the tempo play, you don't have the ramp card on that first Evo turn, right? And you don't get anything else from it on curve unless you Evo it, right, to ramp. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this helps Dragon really at all. The other 3 cards, though, I do think help Puppets, but Puppets is like one of the weaker archetypes of the 4 that Portal has right now. Because, of course, Portal has Artifact, Puppets, Destruction. I guess there's only 3. Am I missing a 4th? I guess there is only 3. I guess there was only 3. No. Is there? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Portal's not my favorite class. But I do like Puppets. Liam buff is cool. I still think it's really late. It comes down on turn 9, right? That's pretty late. Of course, it does help you curve from Orcus into this easier, right? Because that's what you kind of want to do, is go Orcus Super Evo, deal damage, and then Liam Super Evo, deal more damage. So that's pretty cool. The Puppet Cat buff, I actually really like. I think this is a really good buff. The 1-drop 1/1. And then, of course, you have like the, if there's a super evolved ally follower on the field, add a puppet to your hand and give it +3 attack, so that'll become a 4-attack puppet. So you can combo this with Orcus, and you can suicide this card, so you free up the board space. So I do really like that. And then Zwei buff, of course, I love. This really helps clear some Zirconia boards. But again, these are buffs to the 2 weakest classes right now, so right now for sure. But the Liu Feng buff doesn't do much for Dragon, and the 3 puppet buffs don't really help Portal as a class, because Puppets is one of the weaker archetypes right now. I don't know how Puppets is going to beat Haven. I don't know how Puppets is going to beat like the Sincero Sword. Maybe. And it's never really been able to beat Rune. So I don't know. I'm not sold on this. Buffs, I don't think this will really change the meta. And yeah, so that's my opinion of the actual card changes. Is I don't think this will affect much, but I do like to see puppets being buffed. I do like puppets as an archetype. I just don't think it'll be good enough now. So that's my opinions on the changes. Now, let's talk about sort of the bigger picture, which is no nerfs. Of course, I did kind of predict no nerfs because I talked about they need to nerf like 12 things. I don't even think that's like an exaggeration. I'm not sort of exaggerating when I say I think they need to nerf 12 things. But there was like groups of things that they needed to nerf first, right? Because I want them to nerf a ton of things, but there's definitely higher priority stuff. I think the highest priority stuff was Kakaitis D-Shift, something to do with that, right? And then probably something else to do with Sword. And they didn't do anything. They didn't do a single thing. I expected at least like a couple of these worthless buffs, in my opinion. These are just like terrible, just like buffs that aren't going to do much. But then I did expect one or two nerfs. I was expecting a nerf to Sword and a nerf to Rune. But we didn't get that at all. And again, it goes back to what I was saying in the last video. We're raising the power level up really, really high instead of bringing it down, right? So it's like all of the decks are right here, and we're bringing the bottom decks a little closer instead of bringing the top decks down. And if we keep doing that, addition, right? We keep going. Next set, there's going to be even better decks. There's going to be even stronger decks. And then let's just say for some reason, Sword is rough next set. Then they're going to bring that deck back up. But it'll actually be like right here, right? Because the decks got all the way higher. This example is not working too well. But you guys know what I mean, right? Is over the course of this game, the power level is just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher and higher. And we're already at such a high level 3 sets in. 3 sets into sort of the power reset game. Again, I talked about a lot of this in the State of the Shadowverse video, but it really worries me. And I'll be honest, I haven't opened the game in a week and a half, basically. And this definitely does not get me to play the game. And I think a lot of people that I talk to are not interested in playing the game. And this, along with a lot of other issues they've been having with like tournaments and stuff, honestly, this is my opinion. There isn't a single good aspect about the game right now. Tournaments suck, the in-game events suck, the game modes suck, and the actual gameplay, the meta, not even the meta. It's like because when you say like the meta is bad, that implies that like the next meta could be good. I don't see how the game can be good right now until they bring the power level down. So yeah, that's my opinion. Really, really disappointed. Definitely one of those like I expected nothing and was still let down moments, because it's just like, how did Rune and Sword get away with nothing? You know. But yeah. Also, Jerry is not in Take-Two anymore for people that still play that awful game mode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't know. Maybe Puppets is good. That would be cool. But again, it's like, even if that happens, like even if these were perfect buffs and they made Dragon and Portal meta viable, it still feels so bad because then you're bringing the power level up, right? And we don't want the power level to go up. We want to deal with these really high power level cards and bring them down, because then we're just going to keep building upon these really unfun, uninteractive decks and play styles like Kakaitis, D-Shift, like Sincero, stuff like that. So anyway, that's my opinion. I will talk to you guys later. Next week, I will be in my new house, so hopefully we can do a lot of streams and videos and stuff, and I'm really excited about that. And we're going to be just doing a bunch of stuff. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if there's any games or anything you guys want me to check out, because I'd be down to do that. But I'm just going to be trying to do a lot of stuff. So hopefully you guys come and hang out. And I do want to keep doing Silk Song as well. I just haven't had a ton of time to do that. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.